Israeli flags screen left being set on fire in the street in New York City, as you can see, and several arrests in a pro-Palestinian protest in Philadelphia, 30th Street Station. These are scenes across the United States as anti-Semitic incidents are on the rise. They're at historic levels, according to our FBI director. And tomorrow, down in our nation's capital, pro-Palestinian protesters are set to stage their biggest demonstration in American history. Our next guest joined the Muslim Brotherhood as a teenager, but eventually got out. Ayaan Hirsi Ali is an activist and Hoover Institute researcher, and she joins us right now from the West Coast. Ayaan, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Peter. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm Peter's dad. That's okay. It happens all the time. Ayaan, so what are you thinking is going to happen tomorrow in Washington with this gigantic pro-Palestinian demonstration?
It's really a pro-Hamas demonstration, and there are a lot of people there who think of themselves as progressives and who have progressive causes and are going to march for Hamas and not for Palestinian, because if you are truly for the Palestinian people, you would be marching against Hamas. There's a concept in radical Islamist theology, and it's called taqiyya, or fool the infidels. And a lot of people who've been fooled by Hamas will be marching out there tomorrow.
Right. And, you know, people forget, Ayaan, that the whole goal of a lot of people is to wipe Israel off the map completely. Kill them all, get rid of them. Maybe people just don't quite remember that part. They know, yeah, October 7th, I think that was propaganda, people are being told. But Joe Biden, who has been very vocal, we are in complete solidarity, the United States is, with Israel. And yet, his progressive flank, they're the ones who are supporting all of these pro-Palestinian groups.
I was a very harsh critic of Joe Biden in the way he left Afghanistan, but right now I compliment him and his administration for the strong position they've taken. It's a very strong moral position in support of Israel, and I think by extension, true Palestinians. But yeah, the Democratic Party is divided. The younger generation has gone woke and progressive, and they have been fooled by Hamas in disguise. They have been told that they're marching for the rights of Palestinians and for the lives of Palestinians, but they're not. And in fact, these people are marching to obliterate Israel off the map. When you hear ceasefire, what it translates into is let Israel stop fighting for itself, let Hamas regroup, and let Hamas come back and do what Hamas says in its charter, and that is to completely eradicate and obliterate Israel off the map.
Right, exactly. So you see what is happening here in the United States, particularly on college campuses. I spoke to a young woman who got a master's degree from Stanford. She's very upset with Stanford not coming out to completely condemn what Hamas did to the Israelis. Here she is Wednesday on this program. Listen to this.
Very best friend at one point told me that she really hoped to become a suicide bomber. This is how terrorists are being made. They're not being made in some dungeon in Afghanistan. And when we see these kind of calls on campus for intifada, smash the Jew, these are calls for violence. And some people on campus came from a reality maybe similar to mine, where you are brainwashed from a very young age to hate Jews.
And that is such an important point, Ayaan, because you know, her best friend, one of her best friends, wants to be a suicide bomber, because when you grow up in certain parts of this world, you are raised to want to kill Jewish people.
Absolutely. When I joined the Muslim Brotherhood as a teenager, we were taught that the biggest enemy to Islam, they are the Jews. It's the state of Israel. We believed in it. We prayed for it. And Sophia, the student whom you just showed, she really has a point in saying people are not being radicalized in dungeons in Afghanistan. They're being radicalized in our ivory towers. Right. And some of them are radicalized and some of them are fooled because this woke revolution that's underway in universities in America has given Hamas and the allies, Islamist allies of Hamas, an opening to radicalize, to fool, and to dissemble, and to lie, and to put their cause forward. And their cause is to eradicate, to obliterate the state of Israel, and to kill Jews. Let's just state it as plainly as possible. That is what they want. And if you're out in Washington, D.C., or any of the other European cities, thinking that you're demonstrating for the Hamas, for the Palestinian people, you're lying to yourself. You're not.
Great point. Ayaan, thank you very much for joining us today. Ayaan Hirsi Ali, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, too.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.